Hello everyone. Doing a
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
And welcome to our live studio audience for another exciting edition of Did You Know? And here we go with round one. Did you know?
The COVID vaccine is free and easy to get. You don't need insurance or an appointment to get your vaccine. Vaccines are available at many locations near you.
And now we're going to double the value. Did you know?
The COVID-19 vaccine is always free of cost. You can visit pharmacies, community health centers, and other health providers in your neighborhood.
And now for the lightning round. Did you know?
The Delta variant of COVID is a mutation that has health experts worried because it's twice as contagious.
Then for our finale. Did you know?
The best way to protect yourself from the COVID Delta variant is to get fully vaccinated. Get your vaccine today.
Find out more at kingcounty.gov/vaccine. Did you know?
Kind of nonsense conversation we're having here.
The Neon Ghost Show. The Neon Ghost Show. Right here on Rainier Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right about now.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I am so tired. I have to pee.
Rainier Avenue Radio presents an opportunity for you to learn more about generational wealth. December 17th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Columbia City Theater. What is generational wealth? People tend to think of generational wealth as old money, but the potential to leave a financial legacy exists for anyone who generates more income than they spend. If you want financial independence for yourself, your children, your grandchildren, you need to start thinking strategically. December 17th between 4 to 6 p.m., join us at the Columbia City Theater, kicking off a campaign to raising awareness to creating generational wealth. Generational wealth is family wealth passed down from one generation to the next, repeatedly. Want to learn more? Join us at the Columbia City Theater, December 17th, 4 to 6 p.m. to learn more about planting the seeds of generational wealth, what it means, and building your family dynasty. December 17th, 4 to 6 p.m. at the Columbia City Theater, sponsored in part by the City of Seattle Department of Neighborhoods and Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Build your generational wealth.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at RainierAvenueRadio.world.
all right. Welcome to Dance Marathon, ladies and gentlemen. No, this isn't Dance Marathon. This is What's Cooking in Columbia City with my co-host. The co-host with the mostest, the co-hostess with the whatever. Brenda Charles Edward. Thank you, Brenda. As always, I cannot do this without you. And if I tried to do it without you, well, I'd fall miserably on my face. But anyways, thank you very much. I know you're having a wonderful time in 80-degree weather, whatever it is, and it's like 40 degrees. We got a great lineup with a great guest. I mean, I've been seeing this lady on and off for the last several years. And come on in, Beth. I have Beth Scott. And see, there you are. And Beth, through the magic of my limited technology, this is what I'm going to do this. And I hope you don't get offended, but I always try to do things that honor our guests and stuff like that. And I've been watching, this is what's so funny. Whenever I go to Rookies, I look over there and I see her establishment. She's been here in this community. And I said, and we talk in you know how that goes, a little talk in passing, but we see each other. And I said, this is really interesting. Beth, thank you very much for taking the time. You had a busy day. I know it's late. And Brenda is, again, she's 2 hours later than us. So, yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah. But yes. So I appreciate everyone. But again, and I kind of explained to you what we want to accomplish. What we want to do, get the meet and greet in in a real personal way, people who are vital to our neighborhood, our business owners, people, our neighbors, not only business owners, but they run programs, orgs. And hey, you're on the top of the list. And thank you, Brenda, for accommodating me and from where you are, way out there, and where where you are. But I want to get started. Brenda, go ahead. We kind of give a little bit of a script. We don't. I'm kind of not. I don't like to be real, script oriented. I kind of like to, sometimes it blows up, but most of the time it works out okay. I like to be freelance. Just like a casual conversation. So go ahead, Brenda, take it away. It's up to you to get the show off on a right foot. Oh,
Okay, John, you can stop now. Thank you. Hi, Beth. How are you?
Good. I apologize about the headphones, but everybody's asleep in my house, so.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem at all. No, I understand.
You can hear me okay?
Oh, just perfect. You're great.
Awesome.
Your picture's great. So
great.
We're good to go.
And do you see my holiday branch behind me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In lieu of a tree, we got a branch.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's really nice.
At least you put lights on it.
Yeah, right?
I love it. So, Beth, I know a little bit about your business, but could you let our viewers and listeners know more? So I know you're in Columbia City and you're on Ferdinand, I believe, across from Rookies.
Correct.
Tell us about your salon, please.
Yeah, so we have, it's Pure Alchemy Organic Salon. I've been there 15 years. It was there probably 5 years before that. So Pure Alchemy Salon has been there for about 20 years. Before Pure Alchemy, there was another salon there. So there's been a salon in that space for probably about 25 years. I moved, actually, we were living in the South End. We've been living in the South End, my wife and I and our two boys, for about, I'm going to say 25 years, I guess. But I had been working in the North End and was looking for something down here. And I really, liked the idea of the organic, just better for people, better for the environment, et cetera. So I started working there and eventually took over the salon. And there's just two of us there now. Room for three if anybody's looking for a place. But yeah, I live in the community. John, I live around the corner from you. You probably even know that I live so close to you, but that's why we see each other all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But I live in the community, so I feel very invested in the Columbia City community. I'm a member of the Business Association. We do a lot to help, try to help community members and a lot of volunteer work and that type of thing as well. Oh, and also encourage, our clients to get involved in various ways that they can as well. So I feel very, very fortunate to be here and just love the vibe down here and feel like we all look out for each other, especially I feel like during this pandemic. I mean, even before, but especially now, I feel like the community and the businesses and everybody, we all really look out, for each other. And so, yeah, that's my short story.
So you use organic products. Can you tell us a little bit about those products and why? And, I know you said it's good for the environment, but what really got you into it?
I think because I've been doing hair for pretty close to 40 years, to be honest. And I wasn't having troubles personally, but I know a lot of hairdressers and clients as well were having trouble with some of the chemical reactions, et cetera, from products from hair color to perms, et cetera. And there wasn't a lot of offerings, honestly, in the industry that were safer options for those. And as well as products we carry, hair care products, et cetera, shampoos, conditioners, and styling products. Mm-hmm. And so I really appreciated that, here was this organic salon that this, the woman that the original owner, Danielle Cook, had done a lot of the research and whatnot. And then we just kind of carried on with that. And we've been trying to improve by bringing in, the best updated products that we can to use and then retail also to our clientele.
Wow, that's great.
Are you finding that people are turning less to using perms and chemicals?
I don't have an answer for that specific. I mean, that is my personal experience, but that may also be guided by the fact that we've kind of stopped doing them. The perms have been a harder thing to find to use safely, and so I honestly have just stopped using that. I think it's not also something that I'd say the black salons in the neighborhood are still doing a different kind of perm, solution, but we'll also call it a perm. So I can't speak for everybody in the industry and across, different types of salons, but it was easier to find hair color, et cetera, that was safer. So anyway, and then like we use a hair care product from Loma, and Loma is they're 100% organic. They are local, so they're not doing the shipping, and they're not doing all the flying across the country and all that kind of stuff. And so just
no animal testing products. I know
no animal testing, et cetera. And so we do draw a lot of people who have chemical sensitivities or just sensitivities in general. People don't want to go sit in the salon and breathe a lot of high ammonia products, et cetera, which also makes it really nice for us because you don't come in. We could have clients in our chair getting their hair color, and you're not going to walk in and be overwhelmed by all that, especially as we're getting older, which a lot of my clients are. So
I can't believe you've been doing this for 40 years. When did you start? Were you 10 years old or something?
I started when I was 10, exactly. Thank you, John.
Good answer.
Very young, very energetic.
What do you think?
Go ahead, Brenda. I'm sorry.
No. I was just laughing about what you were just saying. She was so energetic.
I know.
40 years is not old, John.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in the business, doggone.
But still, that's not old.
That's true. I think I got luggage that old. You can
I'm not sure how to take that.
You go to the attic.
I know. Beth, I'm with you.
He's digging himself a deeper hole there.
Yes, he is, and he doesn't realize it.
Well, let me dazzle you. Yeah, let me ask you this, and then I'm going to dazzle you with what information I have about hair stuff. But Beth, let me ask you this: where are you from originally? Then, if I could ask you, were you Seattle native?
Yeah, I'm from the Northwest. I'm from the Northwest, and I've lived up and down the I-5 corridor. Maybe not too far south and not too far north. So. Fortunately, my wife and I and our kids have traveled a fair bit, so I have gotten out of here, but apparently I'm here to stay. So, at this point, I'm not going to uproot myself and go anywhere. But I also want to just say, since we were talking about the whole age thing, we really have quite a range. The stylist that I work with, Colleen Owsley, is quite talented, and we have a little bit different specialties, but I feel like we've got a nice range of clientele from we don't do a lot of children. We'll do the children of our clients, but generally our clientele, I would say, is anywhere from probably, 30s to, I've got a lot of LOLs. That's what we call them in beauty school, LOLs, little ladies, 75, 80, 85. Yeah. Wow. Anybody that can make it up the stairs, we'll take them,
I barely made it up. I had Phyllis run that information into the office for you. Not me. I couldn't climb the stairs. But let me get into this. I used to be involved with doing hair care products for a company called Alaska out of Indianapolis. And the only thing I know other than cutting, and it's one of the hardest proteins, keratin protein. And so, the one thing I know is you can color it and cut it, but there's really only two things you can do with hair. You can make straight hair curly, and you can make curly hair straight. And all of the stuff that you're talking about, Beth, I know, break down, just tears down that stuff is toxic. Literally, when you think about it, you cannot dump that stuff in our water system. Right. And no lye, and the products that we use were no lye. Lye was one of the early on, Brenda, for especially black women, lye was breaking the hair down and stuff like that. So that's my little bit of
interesting. Yeah. And what's also interesting with that, John, is that more and more stylists that have been doing perms and straightening are starting to have health issues because they have been inhaling these chemicals for all these years, and no one really knew how dangerous it was for them. Say nothing about the recipient, but
yeah.
Well, that should be an industry issue. That should be a health issue. Health industry issue, but no, really. And I will say, I looked up on Yelp, and it just boom, Pure Alchemy, organic salon, and I swear I have never seen. It's almost like a 100% positive endorsement for you guys. I mean, literally.
That's so nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was all them little red stars or whatever all the way down the page, and I said, doggone it, I don't have anything I can jabber.
I started working on a hair salon in Capitol Hill. I leased a chair there, and then just went from there downtown, and then eventually opened my own place in Fremont, and then moved out. I just was renting a chair, actually, at Pure Alchemy, and the owner moved out and was like, "Hey, you want the salon?" I'm like, "Okay, let's do this." And it wasn't aspiring to do that again, but honestly, the whole vibe that I like is just this small neighborhood business where you really get to know your neighbors, whether it's the residents or the other businesses. And I think that's what we offer, is a very intimate setting for people where they feel taken care of, they feel seen, they leave, they feel good about, the interaction they've had with us, and the care that we've given them. And I'll tell you, you guys are obviously getting your hair done. You know what it means, especially during the pandemic. Again, I go back to that, where people were not seeing people, and people were not getting touched by people necessarily. And to have that kind of care and that kind of relationship with our stylist. And for us, I mean, we missed our people. It was really heartbreaking and hard, and people really craved the attention and having that self-care, so.
Yeah. That is really interesting. I know, like I said, I looked at those endorsements. Very good. I know that it's been difficult for a lot of the businesses to stay open and stay running during this pandemic. You've had to do some shifting. You've had to do some. Also read where is this correct that you can't take any new clients? You've got so many that you have to work with, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could work more.
Okay.
We have tried a couple times to get, stylists, but it's hard to find people right now. People aren't really moving around,
Right.
They're just trying to stay where they are. And I mean, I feel like I'm as busy as I can be. The salon, we're always, taking new people, but it's a lot right now. So, we're just a little 2-chair place. So.
But
anyway.
I see somebody in there all the time. So that
means...
we're
busy. We're busy. Yeah. All day, all night. Yeah. We take Sunday off.
That's very good. Go ahead, Brenda. You probably have another question or two.
I just, I was thinking when you were talking about the pandemic and how hard it was to have contact with people again. And I know that for me, when I had to get my hair done or take my mom, it was like, okay, we're all going to be wearing masks, and we're going to do the best we can to be safe. But sometimes it's really hard in that environment to be spaced. Fortunately, the lady I go to and my mom, we have a specific time and day that we go, and usually there's not more than maybe one other person there besides us and the stylist. And so that makes it nice because and in other salons I've been to, it's like, it's just too crowded. It's too many people. And I can't imagine even now, even though we're not in the pandemic as we were, but I was reading an article saying how now that we're going into winter, how you should still wear your mask. Yeah.
I know.
And
I mean, we're as a business, we're doing what everybody's doing in their private life and trying to accommodate everybody's needs and everybody's, you know, a lot of people still have fear. A lot of people are sick of the masks. You know, we've got a spectrum, you know, and we need to respect and accommodate all those people. And so we just do the best we can. And, you know, I mean, I wear a mask to work all day, every day. That's how I feel. And, you know, for me, it's about, you know, I'm just going to say personally, for me, it's just about, I'm less afraid of getting it than giving it. And I have a lot of kind of more maybe vulnerable people in my life and clients. I have, you know, several older clients. I'm like, it feels like a small price to pay, but we allow the clients to decide what they want to do when they come into salon, if they want to wear a mask or they don't want to wear a mask. But again, there's only two of us at a time, and often we're working different shifts. So sometimes it's just myself and another client. But yeah, it's tricky. It's very tricky, and it's tricky as a business, right? It's one thing what you do in your personal life, but as a business, you want to put forth a respectful and personal attention to people. So
yeah,
and it is like you say, it's an individual decision, but you would feel really bad if you gave it to someone,
of course,
because you didn't wear a mask, or you know, and so it's sort of a catch-22. You know, I know for me, and I'm in a lot of different environments, and I'm wearing a mask because I have an older mother, and I have my family that I want to protect, and myself. But you know, to me, it's not a problem to wear the mask, but that's just me.
Yep. I find that, I think largely because I'm wearing a mask, a lot of my clients will wear a mask. But I also think that it's another reason why people feel comfortable coming in, because we are kind of displaying that we're keeping their safety in mind. You know, we have got the air purifiers. We sanitize everything. We're keeping up all the protocols that we started with 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing about the salon industry, or, you know, you could say nails or any of those, we all had those protocols before the pandemic, you know, so we already knew how to sanitize and keep things clean between clients, et cetera.
Right.
And we've had to add different layers of that, but I think it's actually going to be better in the long run. I mean, even without masks, you know, you talk about the people breathing in chemicals, we're breathing in hair particles all day long. You know, I've heard, I don't know if this is true, the two worst, you know, professions for lungs are firefighters and hairdressers. So.
Whoa, really?
Anyway.
Hey, you're listening to What's Cooking in Columbia City with Beth Scott, owner and operator of Pure Alchemy Organic Salon. Hey, it's located at 3811 South Ferdinand Street, Suite A, or as my French would say it, French friends. Right here in Columbia City, folks, right here, 3811 South Ferdinand Street, Suite A. If you need a landmark, look for Rookies and then go across the street to Beth's place. Beth, I got a phone number, 206-723-6064. Is that the phone number to the salon?
That's correct. Yep. And then our website is purealchemysalon.com. And if you go to purealchemysalon.com, you can also get to our website. There's a place to book and schedule appointments and get other information about the salon. We recommend texting over calling, just because we're probably a little more likely to get back to you that way. You can also email us through the website. So,
okay, there's a method to my madness. What can I do with my hair?
Always.
I mean, you know, I mean, hey. Oh, we also have that holiday bazaar going on up the street from your shop over at the Columbia City Theater, and you know, Monday through Friday, all the way to Saturday, as a matter of fact, 5 to 10 at Columbia City Theater, and noon Saturday, and noon to 5. So please come on by, Beth. We would love to have you come on by. Give a holler, because you've been kind of following our. Well, every time I see you, kind of updated you as to what was going on with.
Yes. Yep.
What can a guy do to make, I'm losing hair, I'm old, I'm getting old, that kind of stuff.
Well,
what do you recommend in terms of
here's my go-to with thinning hair for whether you're
there it is.
Whatever your gender. Less is more. And what I mean by that is you start getting it too long and it's going to start looking too wispy. And so you better to go, maybe just a little bit shorter, get a little more fluffy up there. And anyway, I'm happy to give you a complimentary consultation, John. So you just
oh my gosh,
text me anytime, or
I'll come by. Hey, we'll go down to Rookie.
Or we'll go have lunch and I'll give you a little consultation over there.
Hey, that's wonderful.
Really, Beth.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Beth, when my dad started losing his hair, and I asked him about it one day, and he said, "Well, I just have more face to wash and less hair to comb."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So get over it, John.
That's so funny.
Okay. But so what do we look forward to in the future, Beth? You've been here for a while.
Yeah.
I look at the Columbia City, and Brenda and I both talk about we're like a family. We hate to lose people moving on and closing their businesses and selling out, and there's been that. But you've been staying the course. You, and then I know the shops along there, the veterinarian hospital, Rain next to you, with Lottie's, Rookies, etc.
Yeah, right.
Gerald, what is the future for you, Beth? What are you looking for?
Well, I love it. I love it there. I love it here. I love Columbia City. I mean, I don't have to go anywhere. I can walk to everything I want to do. That's right. I could just go on and on about every single business down there. And I feel super, super lucky to have found a neighborhood like this. And we really haven't lost too many. I think even of the few businesses that we lost, some of those were going to move on anyway. And we don't plan on going anywhere. I keep checking with my landlord to make sure he's not going to sell anything. And they're we're here to stay as far as I know. So
like I said,
hey, Beth, is that your John? Just a second, Beth. Can you see what's behind John? Is that your shop?
That's it. Yep, it's in a little house.
Okay, there it is.
There's four apartments there. Yep,
right.
Yep. It's super cute. It is super cute. It's not accessible.
Well, I haven't seen the inside, but I've seen the outside.
Yeah. Well, come on in. Come on, stop by. If you see the lights on, come on. Just
I will.
check us out. Yeah, I'd love it. Colleen, if I'm up there, say hi to Colleen. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't get it any closer. I mean, my limited technology, but I was able to get that on the screen.
No, that's impressive. That's very impressive.
Well,
I want to say also, there's Rain Salon next door to me, closer to. Have you talked to them at all?
Yeah, I mean,
not
I
yet.
to go by there. Yeah,
Taco.
I'm making the rounds.
Yeah, check out Taco.
Yeah, Taco. Yeah, okay.
So one day there was a fire in their building.
Whoa!
And they had people in their chairs, and they all had to run out to the street while the firemen, went in to kind of take care of things.
Wow!
So we said, "Hey, come on in and finish your people, in our salon." And so we literally had like their 5 stylists plus the 2 of us plus their 5 clients. Like we were putting everybody in chairs all over our tiny salon, and we all just had the best time. We just
that's great.
put on the music, and that's just an example of like how the neighborhood is. I mean, we all look out after each other.
Community.
Taco and I have each other's back, and we all take care of each other. So
yeah, I wave at them over at Rain every time I walk into Rookies or over to Geraldine's. I don't go to Lottie's because they got nothing but heavy drinkers there. And I shouldn't say that.
No.
Lottie's is a good place. No, Lottie's is a good place. I used to go because they had music and everything, but it's a unique place. And like I said, it just, Beth, your establishment just feels like it just fits in the groove. You know what I'm saying?
I like to think so.
Yeah, for the vibe of Columbia City, a lot of that has to do with your personality and your commitment to the community.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. And like I said, I will take that consultation anytime you're available.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
And Brenda.
Hey, Beth, can you give us before we go? Can you give one more shout out on how our audience can get in contact with you?
Yeah, sure. It's purealchemysalon.com is our website, and you can go on there and find out more about what we do, what we offer, the products we carry, that type of thing. Also, a little more background on Colleen and I, and then you can make appointments through the website, et cetera. That's probably the best thing.
All right. What's
So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Beth Scott, owner of.
Thanks, Beth.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Brenda.
All right. Hey, we're wrapping it up.
Likewise.
Yep. Thank you very much, Brenda. Thank you very much,
That's
Beth.
a wrap, John.
Yeah, thank you. What's Cooking in Columbia City will be on next week. Same time, same station, same back channel. Beth, thanks again. I'll be seeing you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Have a great one.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.